Okay. Hi everyone, we're here with Matt Mac the Knife Macklin, straight from Birmingham, UK. He's fighting Aaron Barker in Birmingham on September 18th of this year. Matt, what do you think of the middleweight division so far?
I think it's one of the divisions that probably, at the moment, there's no massive marquee names out there. You know, Kelly Pavlik got beaten. He was the big name, really. Jermaine Taylor, you know, Bern Hopkins a few years ago. You know, it doesn't have the marquee names, say, that the welterweight division has with, you know, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, you know, even Andre Berto. These guys, it lacks a bit of that. But I think the talent is very rich in the middleweight division. There's a lot of fighters like myself who are, you know, more than capable of winning world titles and dominating the division. There's a few, you know, kind of in a similar situation to me, undefeated lads like Golovkin, you know, Zebig. These are good fighters, but they're little known in the US. They're well known in Europe, and they have good amateur pedigree. But they've been brought along the German route, if you like, and they're just lacking a bit of exposure, if you like, in the America. Once they get that sort of exposure on American TV, you know, I think the middleweight division will be flying the flag for boxing. I really think that there's a lot of good fighters there. For example, Dmitry Pirog the other week. Not that Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs was heavily touted over here as, you know, the hottest prospect that Golden Boy had on their books, and you know, Pirog dealt with him with ease. You know, he destroyed him really. Apart from the knockout, he was winning the fight easy anyway. So you know, Pirog was down to fight me. I was due to fight defend my European title against Dmitry Pirog in April this year, and I damaged my nose sparring out here in preparation for the fight. He'd pulled out of the fight before that actually happened. Corin Givor got instated then as mandatory. He pulled out. I was due to make a voluntary, got injured anyway, gave up the title rather than hold it up. Barker stepped up, won the vacant title. I had a few things going on out here. We had a deal lined up to fight Winky Wright with Golden Boy, then Sergio Mora. Neither materialised, deal fell through. And you know, I got made mandatory to fight for my old European title. So it's a big fight in the UK. It's the main event on a big pay-per-view card, being promoted by Frank Warren, the premier promoter in England. And you know, he said it's one of the biggest cards he's ever put together. And you know, for me to be kind of the main attraction on it, you know, it's a great chance for me to really showcase my skills, showcase my talent, and sort of show what I'm about and where I want to be in the sport. You know, I really feel that the middleweight division, you know, he's going to be the division in a couple of years, and you know, I'm ready to step up to the plate.
Good. Well, you have 2 titles on the line in your fight with Barker. But where are you ranked in the WBC?
I'm ranked 5 with the BC, 5 with WBA, 5 with the IBF. I was 3 with WBO. I think I've gone down a little bit with them. I think it might be 9 or 10 now. You know, I'm number 5 or 6 with Ring Magazine, 5 or 6 on BoxRec. So I'm pretty, you know, universally recognised across the board as a sort of top 6 world challenger. And you know, I feel I'll beat any of the middleweights out there, whether it's Sergio Martinez, whether it's, you know, Felix Sturm, any of those guys. You know, I just want the chance now. I just want to win this, take care of business on September the 18th. Don't look past that, win that fight, and then I want to. I'm 28 years old now. I've had my setbacks and my injuries, but you know, everything happens for a reason, and they've probably kept me fresh. But I'm certainly feeling in my prime now. Really dedicated, really hungry, really want it, and you know, I want, you know, in the next 6 months after this fight, I want to step up and fight for a world title. And I know that without any doubt in my mind, I will win it, and not just win it, but dominate the division for years to come.
Is there anybody in particular that you would like to fight after this fight?
I mean, Sergio Martinez would be recognised as the #1 in the division because he beat Kelly Pavlik. You know, he beat the man that beat the man. So, you know, that you always want to fight the vet best and be considered #1. With my sort of lack of profile on HBO, if you like, I don't think it's a fight that they'd be too quick to jump at. I think if I can enhance my reputation first by picking up another version of the world title, whether it be Dmitry Pirog, like I said, we were set to fight before. He's the WBO champion. You know, I'd like to fight him. That's a fight I feel I'll win. Also, you know, Felix Sturm, that's another good fight, WBA champion. You know, Sylvester, I did have a final eliminator coming up for Sebastian Sylvester, but he's pretty protected in Germany, and he's, you know, I don't think they really want to defend against me. My manager Brian Peters tried to make that fight a few times, and they never seemed too keen on it. So, you know, I think realistically, after this fight, I think either Dmitry Pirog or Felix Sturm, those 2 fights would be good fights for me, and I think I could beat both of them.
Now, you fought in the States a few times in your career, but not recently. Do you plan on coming back here and fighting?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I fought in Atlantic City, Philadelphia. I was due to fight Madison Square Garden. They were all back in 2005, early 2006. Like I say, I was due to fight on July 31st in Las Vegas on the Golden Boy pay-per-view card, the Marquez Diaz rematch. But like I said, the Winky Wright, he first agreed to the fight, then he changed his mind. I think he's retired instead. You know.
Well, he probably checked your ranking.
Yeah, maybe. I think he might have fancied a tune-up and then probably dug a little deeper and realised it wasn't a tune-up. And you know, it was a whatever way you look at it. At best, it was a 50-50 fight. You know, I was very confident of winning it. As soon as the fight got put to me by Golden Boy, I phoned Freddie up. Freddie said, "Take the fight, you'll beat him." You know, so I called back Golden Boy and said, "Yeah, we want the fight." Like I say, that never materialised. They tried to make the Sergio Mora fight. You know, he declined it. You know, he has the Mosley fight now, so probably a good move by him. But you know, like I say, it's not for the one to try, and I've been ready to fight. You know, Babak with top rankers. You know, Chavez Jr., Duddy, whoever wants to fight me, I'll fight them. Like I say, I believe in myself, and I think that if you believe in yourself, then you've got to be prepared to put yourself on the line and fight with people who feel they can beat you. You know, Darren Barker's undefeated. He's 22-0. He won the British title after I vacated it. Then he won the European title, I vacated it. So he's always playing catch up with me. He's always one step behind. And you know, now we get to meet on September 18th in Birmingham. Like I say, it's the main attraction of a massive pay-per-view card over there. And I think it'll be a great fight, and you know, one that I can really showcase my skills.
Great. Well, middleweight and super middleweight are two of my favorite weight classes because you have the strength and the power, but you're also small enough to move quickly. So I love this weight class. What do you think of the Super 6 going on right now?
I think the Super 6 is a great tournament. I'm not sure if the round robin side of it works so good. I mean, it's good in the sense that, you know, if a fighter gets beat, it's not the end of the world. You know, he's back in another big fight, so he gets the chance to redeem himself. You know, Miguel Kessler got beat by Andre Ward over here. You know, that was outside of the Super 6 tournament. He might have had a low-key fight to come back. It could have taken 12, 18 months, possibly 2 years to regain the momentum of where he was before the loss. But with the round robin tournament, it means he was straight back in another massive fight against Carl Froch, which he won. And all of a sudden, the loss is forgotten about, and you're back up where he really belongs, which is on top of the world. And I think that's a great thing about it. The only thing I think it does drag out a little bit. You know, maybe if they could have got 8 in and maybe had a, you know, quarterfinals, a semi-final and a final, maybe that'd work better. I'm not sure, but I think the middleweight division, like I said, we think it's a great division. There's a lot of great talent there, but it lacks any marquee names, any big stars. And I think something like a knockout tournament of the top 8, or you know, a Super 6 style event would be a good thing for the middleweight division. I think, you know, as a result of it, you'd have a star or two coming out of that.
Who do you think is going to win the Super 6?
Tough one to call. I mean, Andre Ward's looked really good. He's sort of the one that's kind of really enhanced his reputation, if you like. I think Froch and Kessler were probably the two favourites going in. You know, Abraham. The other good thing about the Super 6, it shows that styles make fights. You know, some people, you know, one guy might beat, you know, Abraham got beat by Durrell. Froch beat Durrell. Now Froch and Abraham are getting on. That's a great fight. You know, it's all styles make fights, and I think that it's difficult to say. I think Carl Froch he's going to be a hard man to beat. Kessler pipped him last time. I think Carl felt that he could have done more. You know, I'd like to see Carl Froch win it, but it's really difficult to say. Andre Ward's looked so good so far. I mean, it's really hard to pick him. You know, it's really hard to pick him.
It is, which is what's so great about the Super 6.
I wouldn't like to say, you know, not just yet anyway.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Do you have any messages for your fans back in the UK, back home?
Yeah, all the fans in the UK and Birmingham, and all the fans in Ireland, that, you know, September the 18th is going to be a great fight. I'm going to be European champion again, and hopefully by the end of the year, whether it be, you know, whoever I sign with, whether it be Frank Warren or whoever, that I get my opportunity, get my shot, and I'll be world champion by the end of the year, no doubt about it.
Cool. One more little plug for Wildcard. What's the sparring been here?
It's been tremendous. You know, I've been here. We got here at the week. You know, I've been here now just over nearly 2 weeks. I sparred. You know, 8 rounds Monday, 8 rounds Wednesday, 8 rounds Friday. All with a kid from the Ukraine who's 27-0, super middleweight, and he's mandatory challenger for the European title in his weight division. So sparring's great. The intensity's perfect, and couldn't be in a better place.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Matt, and good luck in your fight.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.